No single geospatial technology will define the ethical questions of the future. What will define these questions is the tools that we have to respond to technological advancement itself. Yet for decades, our tools have been lacking. In 1995, Jeremy Crampton argued that the guidelines of GIS professionals were insufficient for the ethical challenges of the day. Such guidelines focused on data accuracy, but they did not consider how getting the data right could, in some instances, inflict great moral wrongs. Doing so required a geospatial ethics capable of reflecting on matters normally considered beyond the profession's purview: politics, economy, philosophy, and more. Nearly 25 years later, Crampton's call has been echoed and expanded on, but ultimately gone largely unheeded. Meanwhile, the technological advancement has continued, and the post-Cold War consensus of the mid-1990s has crumbled. Geospatial technologies are being utilized by authoritarian governments and harnessed by corporations with global reach. The ethical complexities of GIS have never been greater, and they will continue to mount. Addressing these complexities requires new tools. These tools cannot be found in any single academic discipline or professional field, but they can be found in one location: the university. The university contains within it the breadth of knowledge necessary to understand and address the ethical issues raised by new geospatial technologies, but it currently lacks the institutional structures to do so. I'm applying for an ethical geofellowship to create such structures. To do so, it will be necessary to work across lines amongst academic disciplines and between the disciplines in professional education. It will also require traversing boundaries between the university and both the private sphere and public policy. Confronting the ethical challenges of geospatial technology thus requires refashioning the university itself. Fortunately, there's a model for such refashioning. That model is my home field, bioethics. Bioethics emerged in the 1970s to address the advancement of medical technology. Such advancement raised ethical concerns that exceeded the guidelines of health professionals. Addressing these concerns required marshaling the resources of the university to identify and address ethical problems in the outside world. I have extensive experience in designing bioethical programs that accomplish this goal. The Ethical Geofellowship will allow me to draw on this experience to theorize the unique challenges raised by GIS. I will do so in a book entitled The Geospatial University. This book will establish a foundation for integrating geoethics into the university and for transforming higher education to better face the geospatial challenges to come.